Hi everyone, I want to talk to you about multiplying with trinomials. I know I made a video about multiplying with binomials, but I want to talk about trinomials. So let's go ahead and look at our first example. So as we can see here, we have the binomial, and bi meaning the two pieces, the binomial 2x plus 5 times the trinomial 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. So just like we did in the other videos, we know we are multiplying because of these parentheses. So we are going to be using the box method to multiply. So when we do this, I know we have to make a box big enough to fit each of these terms. So as you can see, my box is a lot bigger, and you're going to understand why. Okay, so this is my box, and I know I'm going to be putting these two here. One, like 2x is going to go here and 5 is going to go here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it like this. And I know I've got 3 pieces, so that's why I'm making my box really long, because I know I'm going to want this piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a box here. This one here, I'm going to go ahead and draw another line here. And then this one is going to be out here. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill it in. So if we have 2x goes here, plus 5, and then plus 5 right there, okay? And now, for these 3 pieces, we're going to write 3x squared, and we're going to have negative 2x, negative 2x. Don't forget to take the sign, plus 4. And we're going to put 4 right there. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and multiply, okay? And sometimes I like to even put my little dot for multiplication right here so I remember what I'm doing, okay? So let's go ahead and start multiplying. So for this box here, we say 3 times 2, and 3 times 2 is 6. X squared times x. And remember, when we are multiplying, we add our exponents. So it's going to be x to the, so 2 plus, and then our imaginary 1 is 3. For this one, we have negative 2x times 2x. So we have negative 2 times 2 would be negative 4, and x times x is going to be x, and we're adding our exponents, x squared. For this one, we have 4 times 2x. So 4 times 2 is 8. And we have our 1x here, so we're going to go ahead and put our x right there. Now looking here, we have 3x squared times, and we're going to move down here to 5, and we're going to put it here. So 3 times 5 is 15. And we have our x squared here. So we're going to write x squared. And then we have negative 2x times 5. So negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. And we have an x here. So we're going to pull down our x. And we have 4 times 5, which is 20. Okay, so we have filled out our boxes, okay? Now let's go ahead and combine our like terms. Does anything else have an x to the third? No. This one has an x squared. Does anything else have an x squared? This one does right here. So we know that these two go together. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else to combine. We have an x here, and this one has just one x. So these two go together. Okay, we combine those two. And if we want to write all of these out, it would look like this. We would end up doing 6x to the third. I'm sorry for that glare. Minus 4x squared plus 8x plus 15x squared minus 10x plus 20. Okay? So if we were to write this whole thing out, it would look like this, and then we would combine our like terms. So the negative 4x squared goes with the 15x squared, and the 8x combines with the negative 10x. And nothing combines with the, the 6x to the third and the 20. So let's go ahead and combine these. So we're not combining 6x to the third, so we're just going to write 6x to the third. Now negative 4x squared plus 15x squared, so 15 minus 4 is going to be plus 11x squared, because they both have the x squared. And we have 8x minus 10x, and those two combine, and that would be negative 2x, and then we didn't do anything to our 20, so we're going to go ahead and write plus 20. And that is your final answer. All right, let's go ahead and look at a second example. So for this example, we have 5xy minus 4 times 2x squared y squared plus 4xy plus 6. Same thing, we're going to go ahead and draw our box, and we're going to make sure it's big enough that it's going to fit our trinomial. And I like to put our trinomial at the top, so I'm going to make this one extra long. And I know my binomial is going to go on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my box. And I'm going to go ahead, and I know that there are 2 pieces here, so I'm going to make sure that there's 2 pieces, like this is cut in half, and that there are 3 pieces here, so I need to make sure that there's enough room for all 3 of them to fit. So we have 5xy, so I'm going to write 5xy here. I have a negative 4, so take your sign, negative 4, and put that there. And then we're going to go ahead and look at our trinomial piece and fit those 3 pieces here. So I have 2x squared y squared, I have 4xy, and I have 6. Okay? That's all I'm doing, is I'm just filling out these pieces, and now I'm going to go ahead and multiply all of them. Okay? So 2 times 5, that would be 10. X squared times x, adding our exponents, x to the third. Y squared times y, adding our exponents, y to the third. Okay? 4xy times 5xy, so 4 times 5 is 20. X times x is x squared. Remember, there are 2 x's, so x squared. Y times y is y squared. Now 6 times 5xy, so 6 times 5 is 30. And then we have x and y. So we're going to put our x and y here. Now down here, we have 2x squared y squared times negative 4. So 2 times negative 4 is negative 8. And this one does not have your, x or y, so we're just pulling down whatever's right here. So we have an x squared, y squared, okay? 4xy times negative 4. So 4 times negative 4 is negative 16, and we have our x and y, so we're going to put our x and y here. And 6 times negative 4 is going to be negative 24, okay? Now, we're going to go ahead and combine. So this one's got, when I'm combining, I like to definitely be looking at our variables that are attached. So this one's x cubed, y cubed, nothing else has a cube, right? So if we have 20x squared, y squared, is there anything else with an x squared, y squared? This one right here has an x squared, y squared. So we know these two combine, okay? Now, This one has an x and a y. This one also has an x and a y. So we're going to go ahead and combine those as well. There's nothing else that doesn't have a variable, so we leave that one alone. So let's go ahead and write our final answer down here. Okay? So we're going to take this piece, 10 x to the third, y to the third, doesn't combine with anything, so we're going to write 10 x to the third, y to the third. So we're going to say 20x squared y squared minus 8x squared y squared. And 20 minus 8 is going to be 12. So we're going to write plus 12x squared y squared. Okay. Now we have 30xy minus 16xy. So 30 minus 16 is going to be a plus 14xy. Okay. And then we have our negative 24. So right off to the side, we're going to write negative 24 at the very end. And this one is going to be your final answer.